Hi there, thank you very much for joining me. This is metjeffrey.com with the long range autumn and winter forecast for 2016-17. Incidentally, I'll be doing a review of the spring and summer forecast in about 2 weeks' time. So this is a very short video this time, and we'll just have a quick look at what we expect over the next 6 months or so. So we'll start off with looking at the surface sea temperature. This is the latest one from NOAA for the 22nd of August. And we are looking for a tripole to form in the Atlantic with some warm to the north, cool in the center, and very warm waters to the south. There's sort of a tripole in the middle. At the moment it doesn't look that way. As you can see, we're virtually normal in the middle here, although things are beginning to warm up further north and considerably much warmer further south, so we could see signs of a tripole beginning to form. On the other side into the Pacific, we have got some cooling taking place here, so we could be going into an El Nino. Surface, the sunspots, well, we've got some sunspots which we are at for a time forming at the moment on the sun. Quite a big sunspot area here, and another one fairly small over into the left hand side, but generally speaking it's not very active, which is a sign that when we go into a cooling period like a mini ice age, we do get that situation where we get very few, if any, sunspots into the sort of Maunder period, as they call it. Looking at the autumn, I think we're going to be basically looking at a positive area of Atlantic, as opposed to the NAO. We'll be getting a positive Atlantic oscillation, and this is going to result in a lot of Atlantic weather taking place in the first part of the autumn. Areas of low, such as this X storm, will be cross country as we go through the autumn. So I think, although we will get some high pressure systems are beginning to develop over us, I think generally speaking the autumn is going to be marred by some very stormy conditions, very windy conditions, with wind speeds up to 100 miles an hour, especially over the north and over Scotland. But I feel that as we go into the end of the autumn, we will get more of a negative, rather, situation taking place, with low beginning to form to the south and high pressure over during in towards the north, and this is for a more negative Atlantic oscillation to take place, with the winds coming more from an easterly direction. So we quickly go on to the start of, if I get my captions right, of the winter, and I think we will definitely be going into more of a area with areas of low pressure and the jet stream moving towards the south of the British Isles rather than to the north, and allowing sort of easterly winds, if I can get that in there, to occur rather than westerly winds. And I think this has been the theme generally as we go through the start of the winter 2016 and into, in fact, the end of the winter. I feel that we will definitely be in a NAO situation with some very strong and bitter air coming in from Siberia. Pretty unsettled as well, so a lot of the precipitation will be wintry, of course. So we can expect quite a lot of snow, I think, over the southeastern areas especially, and the east coast. It's the western part of the British and Northern Ireland probably staying mostly dry with just occasional bursts of snow. So there we have it. That's basically, I know it's a very quick weather forecast, but in a summary, it's looking like autumn's going to start very stormy and windy. There will be some quieter periods mixed in, but generally a very stormy period to come as we go through towards the end of the autumn. We will start to see more in the way of low pressure to the south and higher than normal heights beginning to form to the north. And although, like I say, the start of December is looking like, which is the start of winter, of course, is looking decidedly cold. It will be dominated by high pressure to the north and low pressure to the south. So not much in the way of any snow, but some quite cold nights at times. The only place, I suppose, that will be prone to winter precipitation would be this southwestern corner. So it's unlikely that we'll get a white Christmas this year. Probably a frosty one, but unlikely to be of snow. And worst of the weather looks like taking place in January, February and March. But there you are. I've been going on now for 8 minutes. So that was a very quick look at what I think the trend of the weather is going to be over the next few months or so. I'll be back again in about 3 to 4 weeks with an update on the winter forecast, and we'll look at what happened over the last few months over the summer period, and have a review over the spring period as well. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope the sun keeps shining for you, but till then, whatever your weather, enjoy it.